This is RBI Baseball 21. We're on Xbox Series X taking a look at this arcade-focused baseball simulation of the sport. Keeping in mind that this is not trying to be the show, this is trying to provide an interesting arcade experience when it comes to baseball. So there are a host of new features and improvements this year, and it's actually really good on the Xbox. So I first played it on the Switch because that activated early, and yeah, here we are jumping into this experience here on the Series X where we're getting a 4K resolution. The game is optimized for the Series X console, so it's smooth, it's running at the high fluidity, it's actually looking really good. It's quite clean, it's quite polished, and quite a step up from what I played on the Switch, just visually and gameplay mechanics wise and the smoothness and everything like that. It's actually really quite solid here. Visually it's actually kind of nice looking, and I think they put together the best version they've ever done of RBI Baseball, at least in the modern era. So that's kind of exciting. We're going to be talking about the various features and the settings that are available. So there is no HDR support, in case you were wondering, but a neat element that you might have noticed that's new in this one is the fact, wow, I can't believe you got that, is the fact that there are now dynamic backdrops in regards to the time of day. So the time of day actually progresses as you're playing, which is kind of a neat setting. And all the arenas are beautifully set up. I guess you wouldn't say really arenas in baseball, but you know what I'm talking about. All the fields and everything like that are authentic to all of the MLB teams that are present within the game. And I think that's kind of a really nice touch. How you threw that right at me. Unbelievable. So there's now more authentic animation and realism with the AI. They move more naturally. Oh, that might be... No, he's got that. So more signature animations, realism with eye tracking, player movement, player outcomes, smoother gameplay, revamp from the top to the bottom. We got full models here. The crowd is actually kind of 3D too, which is really nice. Well, they are actually 3D models. Compared to the Switch version where they're more like shadows, here they actually have definition. There's still work that needs to be done on the crowds, but these are the best looking crowds they've ever put into the game, and I think that's really cool. So if you're wondering about the kind of look of the characters, go back, no. Oh crap, yep. Ooh, that was close. If you're wondering about the movement of the characters here, there is different settings for the batting. Oh, that was really bad. I'm gonna get like triple outed here. Oh, that sucks. Anyways, like I was saying, there are different batting styles and pitching styles, and we'll kind of, I guess, switch over those the next ending there so you can see that in action. But yeah, there's like modern controls. I play with classic just because I like the style of them. It's kind of a nice throwback. You'll also notice if you've played past RBI baseball games that we now have play-by-play commentary, which I actually think is fairly good and responsive to what's going on. I know people have been asking about having that feature for a very long time, so I think that's really great that it's actually present here. Now, obviously, you're seeing the crowds, they don't look amazing, but they're actually different people. They have definition, they're wearing different clothing, they react, they move around. And again, you'd think they would do a little bit higher quality for these like zoom-in shots where you're seeing just these people. But quite honestly, it's a huge step up. Like just huge over the last couple of years. That's the whole game in general. It's just a really nice upgrade over what they've done, and it's actually playing really solid. Because I enjoy this game. I like playing it yearly. I've reviewed it since they brought it back in 2014, and they had some rough games at the start there, and they've actually been improving. They got a pretty good soundtrack here. They got different settings in regards to like the camera angles, and they've now got the option to customize your own player, so you can create your own player in the game, which is kind of nice. You can also edit existing players, which is kind of entertaining because he keeps throwing it way out, and I'm just swinging at everything. But yeah, you can actually edit existing players too, so you can change certain attributes in that, but you can't change their like basic information, if that makes sense. Oh, I hate when they throw the balls like that. And I'm going to be showing off character customization after this match, just so you could see it in action, because I like to present all of the different aspects of the experience. There's also over 165 MLB Legends that have been added to the game, which is kind of cool if you're a fan of the history of the sport. I also forgot that we are going to switch the controls over, so one sec, we'll just have to wait till it kind of loads up into this spot, and then we can go over to the controls, and we can kind of show the different options. So this is just like the control settings, and then you can go to gameplay settings, and we can change to, do we want to do a rhythm, or do we want to do classic rating? So we'll try rating, because that one's a bit weird, and then we'll kind of go from there, just seeing how this kind of impacts the, you know, the style of it. I find this one a bit weird. I don't know if it's a bit like glitchy or something like that, but it's definitely odd. You know, it's an interesting kind of way to do it. And they do add weekly roster updates, weekly changes to the experience in regards to basically keeping everything up to date with the game, which is kind of great if you like baseball and you want to get live stats. There is a 10-season franchise mode that we'll also show the menus of, because someone was asking about that one. And in there, you're able to have options such as like trading, there's injuries, you know, there's just, it's similar to last year's, keep in mind, but, you know, I just want to note that there is all these different options for kind of setting things up. Here is the more advanced modern pitching, which I actually kind of like, but I find it just easier just to do the basically classic pitching styles. I'm mostly just showing it off because I know people are going to be asking and they want to see these different aspects of the game, and I'm trying to deliver on that. And like I said, like the UI is clean, all of the setups are clean, the players look a lot better. It's just like it's a huge step up. Also the visual quality, because I've been on them for years. Because I actually, oh, why did you throw there? I meant to the right. Oh man, what was that? What is going on? Anyways, I've been on them for years because I actually like send in stuff like review wise to the developers year on year, and it's just like I keep mentioning, hey, you know what? I really want an optimized game. I want the better resolution. And I take no credit at all to any degree because they probably were doing it regardless. But you know, it's great to see that that is finally done, and we can finally see them taking full advantage of these, you know, more powerful consoles. Why do you? That's weird. Oh, is it because I think some of the controls got messed up or something when I was doing that, because now it's like pitching zoom, classic pitch location. A to throw, that's what I've been doing. Is it the batting is different? We'll do inside outside. I don't know if that's affecting it, but it's weird. It's not quite going where I'm telling it to go. I guess I should also, people, sorry for it keep popping up here, but I think people were wanting to see some of the camera type things, the settings. Oh, I also noticed that the difficulty seems to be a little bit better this year. Usually I have you know, kind of issues with the difficulty on normal, it being a little bit ridiculous, so it's good to see that there's a little bit of a better balance, in my opinion, this year, in comparison to past ones. So this is another pitching angle. Well, not what you're seeing right here, but when we get into the pitching thing. So this is like, you know, another one of the pitching angles, strike, and then we want to go and switch it up again. And I'm sorry if this is annoying and interrupting the gameplay, but this is, you know, something where I saw a number of people asking to see these things in action, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it, right? Doing a couple with them. Yeah, why are they throwing to... It seems to be like button-based now, which is weird, because before it wasn't like that. That's very strange. I don't know what setting I messed up to make that happen, but... Pitcher wide. Really? A home run? With the bases like basically loaded. Maybe I was wrong about the AI. No, but the AI does feel a lot more balanced in this game, which I think is really great. Like I've been saying, you know, this is really the best effort they've ever done, and they've just fine-tuned and improved so many elements of the experience that it really is a nice option to have here. Just in terms of like a nice, fun, casual, easygoing sort of baseball game. And there's also multiplayer, so you can go head-to-head with people, you can play with friends, you can set that up if you want. There's the home run derby, which is kind of cool. You're just trying to get home runs. So yeah, now if I press Y, it goes to that base. That's weird. Because before it used to be directional. It was like literally was directional just before this. So it's a little bit weird for that to be happening. And again, apologies for the distraction, but people wanted to see all of the different angles that were present here, which actually look really good, like the different options here. I like this actually. Huh. And we'll see what else we have here, because people are like, I want to see all the angles. Batter offset. This is weird. I don't know how you would really do well from that angle. That's weird. Switch over to that guy. Throw it home. I don't know if it's going to get there in time. Safe? Come on. What's happening out there, umpire? And let's see, batter offset. I don't see that this is really that much different, but it's nice to have the option there. That one's not really too crazy. Batter zoom. So that's a little bit closer. Out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we talked about the different modes and everything. There's also postseason. So if you just want to jump into the postseason, you know, that's an option too. So they kind of have really just like tons of improvements all over the place, which is kind of exciting. At least I think so. Oh, is this the, yeah, this is the directional batting. So this is one of the other options there for batting. Although the ball seems to come like pretty fast for some reason when you switch up these modes. Okay, so now that we've got this set up here, we're going to go back to classic, and we're going to change to offsets. That's just slightly to the side. Zoom. So let's zoom right here, nice and close in. I don't like, how do they even throw the ball like that? I don't like when they do that. Should not be allowed. Should be a setting for that. Zoom offset, so that's just slightly different. Low, so that's low. And again, what I'm trying to get across is this is a really great improvement, if this is what they've done here. They've actually put together a fairly solid arcade baseball option. And keep in mind, like, this is, that's the same thing, low zoom. This is not trying to be the show. I see a lot of people that go in and do, you know, comparisons to it. Like, this is not trying to be that game. It's different. That's more sim. This is more arcade. And they're very different setups. They're very unique offerings. And I think this one's kind of fun for what it provides. I personally quite enjoy playing it each year, like I mentioned. And to see it actually kind of getting to this, you know, sort of style, I think is really nice. Is it just me, or is that like way tighter than it normally is, that camera angle? That does not feel like, or is that just like classic? Oh, classic actually means like a classic thing, not just default. Okay. Now I'm all like messed up thinking about what angle I should use. Bring him home. Don't give him the, boo. Stadium just looks so lovely. I like the backdrop of the lighting there. It's just overall such a nicely fine-tuned setup, and I'm hoping we get, although I think we're in the third. We'll probably show off a bit more. Oh, I didn't want you to go there. Go back. Go back. Go back. Oh no, it worked out. I'm not gonna run for it. It's too risky. Are we gonna make the big comeback here? That's what it all comes down to. Big plays, big plays. It was worth an effort. Oh, and the cinematic stuff, it looks a lot nicer. It's neat. Seems like everything runs smoothly in this too. I don't see any drops or anything. So this is the create a player option. You just do that under the menu where it's like edit settings, change the name, change the height. Somebody wanted the max height for some reason, so I guess it's 7 feet tall. And different weights, change the age, change the city, change the country, batting style, jersey number, you know, all that kind of stuff. Then you can do your appearance. Pretty good selection of heads, I think. You know, you get a little bit of everything. I would like more body type change too. I would like more hairstyles. There's not really a whole lot of hairstyles, but you do get lots of different facial options because, you know, you gotta have those. Batting stance, different hair colors. You know, I think this is a good step in the right direction because I've been saying for quite a while that I would really like to have this in the game, to be able to create my own character. I think that's really cool. Then you can change the gear, you know, all this different stuff, uniform colors, wristbands, fielding glove color. And then you tab over, you do like batting and batting gloves and, you know, all that. And then pitching, the protective things. Nice little bits of customization there. So this is the franchise mode, just a new setup. So you can do injury options, trades, season length, designated hitters, you know, stuff like that. And then you get in here and you can trade players. You can see today's game. You've got a calendar, so you can sim games. You can do lineups and rotations, changing that up. There's the front office, so you can do creating players, editing players, trading players, reserves, free agents, import the roster update. See the standings, franchise settings, team stats, team leaders, playing the game, jumping into it, you know, and yeah, that is the franchise options. So we joined another exhibition match, or we set up another one, so that we could show off a little bit more of everything in action and talk about the game a bit further. So as you've seen, you know, you get a variety of different modes, cinematic angles. It's just a really good improvement towards being something that could be more sim-like, while at the same time still being that classic arcade style of baseball that the series is known for. They've taken great strides this year. I thought last year's version was generally solid. This one is just a major improvement on this platform. I liked how it was on the Switch because you get to take it on the go, but I really love how it looks and how it plays on the platform here. Like this next gen version of it is just very satisfying to see in action. I'm so pleased by it. I was like, okay, coming off the Switch version, I'm like, you know, here or there. And then you can come here and you like, everything looks really clean, all the signs, all the player designs, everything is just really crisp and vibrant and colorful. And it looks really good on the full screen, which is such a surprise for me because home run, you know, it's just been, it's interesting following this game over the years, and it takes time to make a good sports game. A lot of people don't realize that, but like Madden and, you know, NBA and stuff, those ones have been decades in the making in their modern like 3D style even. It takes a long time to build up a good sports game, and I think they're actually getting towards there, especially considering this is available on so many platforms and stuff. And again, I'm mentioning this isn't going to be like the show. It's not the point here. Not the point of this game at all. It's supposed to be a fun, casual, light sort of thing that you can enjoy. Now, you can jump into the show too, but, you know, I'm just saying this is like a solid option. I think it comes in at a decent price point as well. And I think it's kind of just fairly fun to play. Oh, we're back to switching angles in case people thought we were done. I would like batter low, you know, to possibly have more like mini type games in the future. I think that would be fun. I would like the crowd to be improved. I'd like more of the smaller elements of baseball to be included in this one in terms of like some of the dugouts and stuff. You know, I think they could do some really cool cinematic type things with that. And it's really the smaller details, low zoom, that I think, you know, if they refine things a little bit more, they'll have a really clean, really smooth, fine playing sort of experience. If this is an indicator of what they're going for this gen, I think they've actually really put this together quite well. And the sliding players on the ground, that should be fixed up. But I think it's, from what I remember, when we do this shifting to the different modern things, that does actually clean that up in regards to the shuffle. The shuffle slide. Out. Yeah, this is an interesting angle. And again, I'm trying to just present the different ones because I had so many questions on the Switch review. Like, you know, what are the different angles? Can you show them? And I'm assuming kind of feeding them into the review kind of makes a lot of sense. Can I get the double? Oh, no, I was too slow on the trigger. Let's see what we got here. Gameplay options, pitch offsets, pitcher. Okay. That's kind of cool. We're just running low on time. Pitcher zoom. Okay. Just trying to get all the different angles in here and kind of show them off the best I can. Just like weird. Pitcher zoom 2. It's kind of hard to throw the ball at this. These weird angles. Pitcher zoom low. A ball? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Give me a break out there. Okay, and let's see. Pitcher wide, pitcher 2 wide, batter. I thought we did all these. Yeah, you know what? We did these. Classic. Those are default. At least I think we did all these. We're ending it anyways. We're going just to classic. Oh no, that's not right. That's not right at all. What's the default on this one? Pitching style, pitcher high, pitcher. Oh no, I've lost the default setting. That's fantastic. Anyways, that's RBI Baseball 21. I hope you enjoyed this look at it. I hope it covered all the questions you had, and see you next year, I guess. Oh no.